Hello, faithful Lorenzonites, Lorenzo here, episode 44 of Kerbal Space Program Tylo and Eeloo. We are looking at the processor plant, a Minmus orbital resource processor. It carries just the processor, some electric equipment, and a fuel tank. And of course it is meant to be used in tandem with the Minmus miner, which has been mining away over the course of last episode to fill the tanks. Now unfortunately it is night here. Let's see, how is Lamal doing? He's eating the supplies, that's all looking pretty well. And he has full tanks of ore. Also the fuel tank of his rocket is pretty much full. Now what we need to fulfill the ore contract, let's have a look at that, is we need to acquire 1200 units of ore from Minmus. We did that. Have the ore in the vessel, did that as well. And now we need to put that ore in a Kerbin orbit for 10 seconds. That's a bit of a hassle, but that's what we're gonna do. And then after we put it in a Kerbin orbit, we are going to rendezvous with the miner probe and refine that ore into fuel, obviously. So, for now, let's take off and decide where we actually want to go. We want to go in a Kerbin orbit just ever so slightly, so we'll just head into the 90-degree heading. And we also need to activate our engines, I would say. It's hard when it's this dark out. Where is the engine? Here it is. Activate that. Full thrust. Holy damn, that ore is heavy. I wonder if maybe we won't make it like this. Fortunately, Minmus orbit is really low. Oh my god, we only just have a thrust to weight of 1. Alright, contingency planning. We're gonna attempt a low as possible Minmus orbit. And if we're not gonna make that, we're gonna eject Lamalt and have him walk to the surface. Have him EVA jetpack back down to the surface, and he's gonna have to get rescued. My god, this ore is so much heavier than I anticipated. We're gonna need a much bigger miner. Ah shit, this also means that the contract is gonna fail. Yeah, we're never gonna make it. And we're past halfway fuel. We're not gonna be able to brake. We should try and brake as much as we can. Oh god. This is terrible. Can we eject the ore? No, of course not. What we can do, maybe. I mean, let's see, we have some extra meters per second, but not enough for an orbital shot, surely. Will we try it? I'm torn between either doing a full boost to get out of here, or yeah, we'll do a full boost to get out of here, and we'll save Lamalt not by going into not by going back to the ground, but we'll save Lamalt by marooning him in orbit. Because landing an EVA Kerbal on a dark plane is fairly perilous. Alright, this is terrible. We are gonna crash over there. Hey, is that the Minmus miner? Yeah, so that means we're gonna lose about 470 supplies. First things first though, let's eject Lamald. Oh, what a failure. Where are we going? This is the ground marker. We are approaching that. We want to burn towards the ground marker. Alright, Lamald. Go, go, go. Oh man, that was unexpected. Let's see, his EVA propellant isn't quite spent yet. Well, I could try and rendezvous with the ore processor, but that's kind of futile because, well, There's no command module on that. No, what I'm going to do instead is build a lightweight miner thing that can mine just the 1200 units. I mean, this has 5000 units. That's a lot heavier than it should be. I just didn't anticipate the ore being this heavy. That is a problem. Anyway, our Kerbal is currently well and truly in orbit. Actually, no, that's not true. He's well and truly in space. And I think we're gonna need, I don't know if the 15 days and they become a tourist, if that counts on Kerbals as well. Because if that's true, we need to send a rescue tug like right quick. Because otherwise he would become a tourist and we'd be unable to retrieve him. Ah, God. So he is now in orbit, stably done. Oh, alright, that contract is gonna have to wait. See, that's done now. The vessel has crashed. Man, what a disappointment. Alright, contingency planning. Let's get to the space center and build something for him. I had built many things to do future episodes with, and I still will, but this now takes precedence. So I'm gonna build something and I'll check back with you when that's done. Alright, here we are. This is the simplest I could come up with. A fuel tank, an engine, a seat and a robo control unit for when of course the seat is unmanned. Why so simple? Because we have 73 units of liquid fuel left on the space station. Yes, the timing is not great. Let's see, I could actually... this is 0.15, this is 0.05. I could remove this and add another one of the seats and have one of the Kerbals go get him. The problem with this is, well no, if we put it like this, the problem with these seats are that they are quite unbalancing. The Kerbal weight actually matters on this scale. So if we put them like close to the center, we're gonna run some simulations to see if this is even feasible. I think if I'm gonna put the seats like this, the Kerbals won't be too unbalancing. This is also only 180 rocket parts, and we're gonna run a quick test to see how much delta V this is able to develop. To do that, we'll start in high orb. Whoops! The zeros messed with the recording, so that there will have been a second or so cut out. 0 is my recording shortcut. Anyway, we're gonna start this simulation in a high orbit to... oh, it doesn't have Kerbals on it. Alright, we will add this and call that our safety margin. We'll see how much delta V we can get out of this. We're looking for about 2500 to get to Minmus, rendezvous, and then get back to the station. Alright, we are at 577, full throttle, go. We are now braking, okay. And if this is not going to work, we could test a... wait, this is a wrong test because we're heading the wrong direction. We need to go straight retrograde. Alright, if this is not going to work out, then we either leave Lamald out in orbit to die, or we could try sending the tug that we have on a one-way trip. Possibly that could be done with 70 fuel units, and then at least he has a place to sit so that he won't peter out as a tourist that won't be able to climb inside of a ship. Alright, we have about 1000 meters per second of delta V out of these 70 units now. It's not looking good. On the other hand, it could be looking pretty good. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redesign it with them, because this is going to be a darned risky mission. Okay, we have 1000, about 1200, because I went in the wrong direction first. We have about 1200 meters per second of delta V. And as long as he is strapped to the command seat, we will be able to revitalize him with supplies, I would think. What the hell, are we actually gonna make it? We are at 1500 meters per second of delta V now. This could work. This could actually work. I mean, we shouldn't forget that this guy carries his own jetpack as well. So he will be able to do the last couple of hundreds of meters per second to the space station himself. This is gonna work. It's barely gonna work, but it is gonna work. Oh my god. That is so cool. We are going to need to include a solar panel or two, but we'll just do that. Right. To the editor. Wonderful. We can save Lemald. Alright, a quick redesign. Screw this double chair idea, because we're sure as hell not going to endanger anyone by doing this. Here we go. A chair on top. And some solar panels. We will make this mission a success yet. Alright. Bare bones as can get. Rescue chair. 2000. Save. Oh, we're not gonna build it here. We're gonna build it on the space station. Yeah, this doesn't matter, because we're gonna fill it from there. Oh my god. If this works, I'm christening it the coolest rescue ever. And we did make some money in the previous episodes, but now we don't have the 600,000 monies that the ore contract would have given us. So I'm reconsidering our objectives in the meantime, but I'll not bore you with that. I'll just do that quietly. So I had built so many things, but let's rescue Lemald first. I mean, these things are important. I was considering we could use this tug, but that's probably too heavy, and we won't be able to, well, properly control it. Oh, we have lots of monopropellant as well. We can add an RCS system. No. Right, show UI. Boom. We're gonna build a rescue chair. Rescue chair 2000. Yeah, we have the parts for that. Just. Cool. So this is going to take 2 hours. We're illuminating the planet in the meantime. Let's just time warp that out here. I think this takes less time than actually going back down to the surface and doing it from the space center. Alright, now this thing barely has electric charge. It just has the thing in the rove mate, that's 120 units. It has the 2 solar panels, so it is quite important that it actually operates in the sunshine. Alright, Minmus. We're going to Minmus. And we're going to do it properly this time. We're gonna wait. No, we're not gonna wait. We don't have time to wait. Let's see, can we do it from here? We are going to wait with releasing the probe from the correct moment. Let's see. Why is this not working? Why am I so bad at encountering Minmus? It should be one of the easiest things in the game. Whoops. Hey, this is actually looking pretty okay. How much delta V is this? 800. Fine. And it happens in 16 days. That's too slow. We ought to be able to get it here somewhere. I'm going to work this out and I will show you what I came up with. This is what I came up with. A double burn, one for 780 meters per second and another for 230, and that way we get to Minmus in 5 days. And now we have to time warp towards that node and then release the other ship and then do the burn with the other ship. I hope that's possible. Because, well, otherwise we're gonna have to do the thing again, which is not that big a deal actually. I'll just do that. Alright. Oh, no, 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 no. Here we are. Okay, let's... Okay, the first is just prograde. I can do that by heart. 780 meters per second. Alright, let's get this thing on the road. Finalize the build. Yes, put maximum fuel and oxidizer in, please. And release it. Alright. Engines on. Here we go. Aim prograde. And of course this is only controllable by gimbaling the engine. There's no control systems or anything. Alright. 780 from 21 is 2800, and then we're gonna fine tune from the ascending node. Alright, Lamalt, hold on, I'm coming for you with a rocket powered chair. Forget about the ore, forget about the money, it's all about your life now. We're gonna get you. It's all gonna be fine, promise. Look, there's some debris. I should maybe clean that up better, but oh well. Should I check where we're going? No, I'm gonna trust my math, sort of like fake math. Oh, come on, Lamalt, hang on. You've got a few days worth of oxygen in your suit, I'm sure about that. Alright, 2700. Oh, we need a bit more. Alright, this needs to go out to the altitude of Minmus, obviously. Let's go a bit slower. Boom. No, not yet boom. Now it's boom. Alright, we're targeting Minmus. And we're gonna plan a burn at this point. Boom, 7 days instead of 5, but who's counting? Okay, the node will happen in 4 minutes. We're already through half our fuel. Oh, what the hell? What the friggin' hell? I distinctly remember linking the oxidizer slider with the fuel slider in the fueling window, and it's given us a full tank of oxidizer. That means we're now not gonna make it. Damn it. That's stupid. That's incredibly stupid and horrible. Damn it, engineers. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So we're still gonna do most of the mission. We are going to get Lamalt on the chair, if only that we can then... Oh dear. We're still gonna get Lamalt on the chair, so that if he decides to go on strike, we can at least attach some supplies to the ship. But there's no way we're gonna actually make the whole return mission now. Oxidizer is too heavy for that. Damn it, I should have paid closer attention. But then if I had seen the glitch, then this thing doesn't have a docking port or anything. Nothing else has fuel. Well, I could have grabbed the tug and clawed it in there and fixed it that way, but... Ah man, this is really annoying. Alright, let's time warp to the Minmus encounter. Actually, let's see if we can make that sort of a nice encounter. Damn it, I'm pissed off by this. This guy is now ascending. So we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to get on the right side of the planet here to establish our orbit in the proper direction. Let's see. He's going that way. If we come in like that, we're gonna go exactly the other way. So we have to come in from the other side. Let's see. We're gonna have to come in from that side. And we have to come in a little bit higher. Like that, maybe? I mean, I suppose we could start making a rendezvous from there. This is 16 meters per second in 3 days, so we'll just do that. Ah, god damn it! I'm pissed off by this. It was such a nice, daring rescue. Oh hell, we'll get him as far as we can, and then just figure out the next steps. 2 days to go in this time warp. And oh man, I built an amazing resupply vessel for the station. Let's focus on that. That is happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Amazing resupply vessels. I will show you that just as soon as we get Lamald in a chair. And we get the opportunity to make a nice big ore miner next time. Yeah, because the supply ship has lots of rocket parts. Yeah, everything is going to be fine. We'll be happy and gleeful, and the future is good, the future is bright, the future has Lamald in it on a chair on a burnt out rocket. God, he's gonna be annoyed. Alright, relax. The only way this is gonna turn is if I light the engine a little bit. There's all this heavy oxidizer to lug around. God damn it, without the oxidizer this would have been the perfect mission. Bam! Alright, that's our maneuver. Let's go there. Oh, we're apparently not allowed to see the rescue chair in the overview. Is it maybe classified as debris because it doesn't have a command pod? Oh well, who cares? Let's warp to sphere of influence boundary. Hell to the yeah. Wait. No sphere of influence boundary? Come on then, what are we orbiting currently? We are orbiting Minmus, yeah? Kerbin apoapsis, Minmus. Minmus encounter is now gonna happen in just 3 days? I don't get it. What the hell is up with this game? Warp to sphere of influence. Yes, stop, stop, stop! Warp to periapsis, please. No, let's make a maneuver node for encountering Lamald. Set target. Alright. That's 176 meters per second, and then we're gonna get right close. At least it's a chair. It's psychological. Lamald will have something to grab onto. That's nice for him. We didn't even inscribe a comic or a book or something, did we? No. Because we're horrible like that. Hey, maybe we will be able to get him back. As far as I've been counting now, the Delta V requirements have been much lower than I originally accounted for. We had, on the original Rescuer, we had 2500, and we have only used about 1000 now, just getting there, including the rendezvous. So maybe we'll still make it, but I don't buy it because 100 units of oxidizer as extra ballast is just heavy. It just is. Alright, what do we have? We have some kind of... not really. Where are we now? We are now... I mean, we can do an apoapsis maneuver as well to try and get a better rendezvous. Yeah, we can do 7.3 meters per second here to rendezvous there at 55 kilometers. We'll rendezvous in a nice high altitude place where fuel has where we can easily just boost towards something. Yeah. Yeah, screw you, time warp. I'm a little bit chagrined by the failing slider and the wonky trajectories and the missing icons, and I know it's probably all my fault, but screw it, I had such great plans and now they're all gone to shit. Oh man, and my maneuver node as well. Alright, I'm going to burn slowly prograde and just look at these markers. See, here we have something. This is an encounter that's happening. Oh, I missed it. Alright, I'm gonna burn slowly retrograde. This may seem incredibly wasteful, but I've wasted like 2 meters per second. This is how sensitive Minmus orbits are. Oh, we are at a 5-degree inclination. That's quite high. How did this happen? The orbit is now just a lot wider than Lamal's is. Bam! 75. 54. 48. 53. Okay, we're gonna do that. It doesn't help that I can't see where my icon is. 53. Well, we're just gonna look at Lamald and see when he is close to that pink marker. Let's see, we can do target relative. Yes. Alright, here we go, Lamald. We're gonna get you. We are gonna get you. Alright, here we go. Now it's rendezvousing time. Now we need to turn the ship around. We have 15 units of fuel left. That's not enough, but hey, it's something. Alright, full burn. Let's slow to target relative 0. And now we want to approach the target at 30 meters per second, because why not? What's our trajectory look like now? It's gonna be 2.7 kilometers. That's close. And it's 35 meters per second. I think I'm gonna use... No, it will be hard as Lamald to see this bit because it doesn't have an icon. Still, I'm going to try and use Lamald to rendezvous and grab onto the chair so as to save more fuel. This whole episode was meant to have big resupply boosters and awesome stuff and mining and money, but it's all turned into a rescue for Lamald. Alright, let's actually go and control Lamald. I hope he hasn't gone on strike, because then it's all been for nothing. Alright, rescue chair 2000. Target that. And come on, grab your jetpack and get over there. Alright, the rescue chair is approaching. We're just gonna do this visually. Okay, it's 3 kilometers away, 2 kilometers away. It's heading that way quickly. We need to do the same. It's heading down. We need to do the same. Right. It's approaching fairly rapidly. We may want to slow down. That's about 21. It's about 50 meters per second. That's actually a lot. Braking, 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 braking. Alright, this is better. The numbers are not reducing as fast. Alright, more braking. We don't want to slam into the rescue chair. More braking, lots of braking now. Braking, 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 braking. Oh, is this the perfect visual only rendezvous or what? Lights on. And Lamald is now cursing in his suit. What the hell did these pillocks send me? What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Well, hey, at least it's a chair full of fuel. This'll get me somewhere. Oh wait, it's not. There's hardly any fuel in here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for nothing. Alright, let's try and get back in an equatorial Kerbin orbit just to make things easier on the inevitable people that will, well, that will have to come and rescue us, to be honest. Is this the proper attitude for an orbit to be in? See, we're gonna be going counterclockwise this way. That's not the way all the other orbits are. That will make a rescue hard. We're gonna have to go this way. Which is fine, but we don't want to actually escape Kerbin. We'll be in a sort of concurrent orbit with Minmus. That's fine. That's fine. 8 meters per second in 2 days. Let's just do that. And I sure hope that Lamald isn't gonna go die of asphyxiation because he's just in a spacesuit. Because actual rescue will be a little ways off. Although we can, of course, have a look at all the derelict spaceships that we may have that could send some fuel to poor Lamald. Yeah. Did we do it? We did it. We were apparently right on the boundary of Minmus. Great. Minmus escape, and then we're gonna be in orbit. Let's kiss goodbye to Minmus. That's an annoying place to be. I hope Lamald isn't gonna go on strike because he's on a chair with no fuel in it. I really hope he won't do that. Come on, Lamald, you'll be a trooper, won't you? No! I don't want to go back to Minmus. Yeah. I want to... No, I don't want to go back to friggin' Minmus. Yeah, this is what I want. 400 meters per second. A nice low orbit. This orbit does cross the moon. That's sort of hazardous. Yeah, let's have it like that. That way we won't crash into the moon. And still the delta V requirements are slightly less than they would be otherwise. Well, let's face it, we're just gonna go as far as we can. And again, we got caught by Minmus's sphere of influence. This is so horrible. Wait, is this orbit actually calling for us to switch directions? Alright, we're such a derelict. I can't even steer the ship properly because the Kerbal is off center. I think. It just means I need more thrust to be able to properly steer. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh no. Nothing is happening. Oh, it's because I'm controlling things from the Kerbal's perspective. Look at what the rocket is doing and what the nav ball is doing. Right, that's why I had trouble controlling it. What's our orbit now? Are we escaping into solar orbit yet? No. Alright, a lower orbit around Kerbin. And we're out of fuel. Rescue incredibly unsuccessful. But hey, we have 89 oxidizers. Well, this is a orbit at least. I hope it's not accidentally a retrograde orbit as well. Let's just go and observe that. Again again with the Minmus. God damn it. Sick of Minmus. Sick of friggin' Minmus. Is it? No, it isn't. It is a nice prograde orbit just like the rest. Right, this is slightly more accessible than it was before, and I'm pretty sure Lamald would have been able to get this this far with just his rocket jetpack. But we will not consider these frivolities. Let's head back to the future and do some planning there. Yeah, that was a little bit optimistic to think I could get there from immediately from the map view. But oh well. Lamald is now distressed. Well, the following course of action will be easy. We need to refuel the regular tug that we have and just send that over. Also, this sounds like a job for the lunar prospector that I designed, but that will require spaceship parts and also fuel. So we are going to do two things. Thing 1 is the expansion module 2. This will be built at the orbital shipyard. It is a fuel refinery, which will refine all kinds of fuel from water. From water, yes, you heard it. Store it in these fuel tanks, and then we'll have fuel. Also a container of mulch, just to provide some mulch. To provide some space for mulch. Mulch is waste. So we're gonna build this. This is 8,000 units. We will we will set the station to produce that immediately. And as you recall, if you recall that, I will tell you otherwise, we have about 1,200 units of rocket parts remaining on board the station. That's not enough. That's not enough. The future. That's not enough, but it is enough so that they can make a start in the production of that stuff. Because, well, we can put all of this on Lamald. We have to get Lamald, and to get Lamald we have to get fuel to get this nicely crewed runabout out there. So we're gonna build the expansion module. Boom, that costs 7,000 more rocket parts than we have available. Doesn't matter, we'll start anyway. 13 days. So if Lamald's gonna starve, he's definitely gonna starve. Because we need this to build fuel. Now, we need to take more rocket parts over. I have built a freighter, but we are going to look at decommissioning some older shit too. Because this thing, which carries rocket parts, oxidizer, organics, oxidizer and water, I could use the water, but the rest is superfluous. The rest is superfluous. So let's see about draining that. Can we put the water somewhere here? No. The problem is, I kind of want to get rid of this and also get rid of this. I mean, this has rocket parts and just oxidizer now, really. And nothing else. And this is all going to be contained in that big expansion module. Actually, does the expansion module... The expansion module doesn't actually contain a canister of rocket parts. That's an oversight, maybe. But then again, there will always be a freighter docked. Yeah, no, not to worry about that now. The problem is, all these things are going to be incredibly laggy. And I can only get rid of them after the expansion module has connected, because otherwise we're throwing away resources. I think we're just gonna have to deal with that. And, well, things will just be really laggy until we finish the expansion module. Alright, enough with that. I can't figure out a solution for that. I'll just have to soldier through. And then on to the next bit. Let's do a little bit of money inventorying. We have 448,000 credits. Now, what I thought we're not doing is we're not fundraising. One of the problems that we have is that our contracts are too advanced, like build a big space station around Lathe with 1,000,000 Kerbals, and we just don't want to do that. So we need to get our reputation down. We need to get more realistic expectations for the contracts, like do some science around Planet X. So we're going to convert our reputation into cash, which will also help with the ever-present problems of cash. 25% of reputation gains are going to go into cash. Boom. Done. Activated strategy. I've never done a strategy before, so yay. Next thing, we're going to build something at the VAB. Yes, that's right, not in orbit. We don't have fuel in orbit. This is going to bring, well, not fuel up there, but rocket parts. And with the rocket parts, we're going to build a refinery and we'll build our own fuel. I called it the Supply Queen. It costs 200,000 credits, give or take, and it has lots of engines and a big payload. You'll see that when it flies in the next episode. For now, we're going to build it. La-di-da-di-da, black screen. And what's our timeline look like now? This is gonna take 15 days. The expansion module is gonna take 13 days, but not really, because it doesn't have the parts. 15 days, and then so we can launch this. Then the thing is gonna build, and then we have the expansion model and the Gilly Eater and that stuff. So next episode will be a little bit of Gilly maneuvering and a lot of station building and supply sending. And if that all works out, then we'll also finish the rescue of Lamalt. So thanks for watching. Check that out next episode and see you around. Goodbye.